DC here. Hi guys. Why am I doing that? Well, it's a Sunday morning dog vlog, and I don't know, should I call it Sunday morning hungover vlog? No, actually I'm not hungover at all, but we had a big meal yesterday, and I'll tack on some things after. Not much, because I didn't take all that many pictures. I took a few just to show, but yeah, it was a nice meal. I mean, I cooked for myself. It was like the second time, I think, in 30 years I made some lobster, and that's a story I'll tell after. But it was a thank you meal, as I said on the video before, and I probably said it many times on the little clips that I put here and there. But yeah, we had a good time. We had a really good time. Drank a lot of good wine. Quite a lot of good wine, actually. We started out with some champagne. I'd get some champagne. And then we had, with the different fish entries and the lobster, was that like 3 bottles of white wine. And after we went off to the fillet of beef and the cheese, and there was another 2 bottles of red wine that went into there, followed with drinks with the coffee at the end of the meal. I mean, after the dessert was over, Mrs. DC had made a nice dessert, a nice crumble. So what can I say? Yeah, it was a lot. But I wasn't the only one drinking, of course, because most of the time I was cooking. But that doesn't mean that you can't drink and cook at the same time. They're not mutually incompatible. We're walking around at the edge of town, so this is kind of like really where the country starts, but not quite yet. Oh, yesterday. Oh, geez. Let me show you Mr. Dag a bit. Yeah, Dag's getting on a little bit in age. Problem with his eyes and his hips a bit. He doesn't see as well as he used to, and sometimes in the night he calls out because he's like basically stuck in a corner, and he doesn't know how to get out anymore. I mean, because if it's dark and so on, we have these night lights on, like you put like for children and so on. But still, it doesn't always help enough. Yeah, back to my story. I waffle with the lobster. So I went to this store. Excuse me. I went to this store and bought where you can get this live lobsters. You can't. There's only one place here where you can buy live lobsters in tanks. They were Canadian lobsters. Fitting, isn't it? There was 3 different types, but I bought the Canadian ones. I went over and brought them over, and they put them in a bag. So I had got like 5 lobsters, because it was just like part of the main meal, so it was like equivalent of half a lobster per person. And geesh, I prepared everything for cooking them. And one idea is, they say you put the lobsters in the fridge to numb them before dumping them in the water, the boiling water. Well, I didn't have place in the fridge, so we put them in the bathtub without water. But the thing is, I'm a chicken. I'm sorry, I was a scaredy cat. I was having problems picking them up and basically, as my son was telling me, murdering them. But I did my best. I put on a pair of leather gloves and managed to get them in there. You know, they fight. Geesh, I had problems. I'm glad that I'm really glad that their claws were held with a rubber band. They were fighting back. I mean, at one point one got on its back, and he started flapping all over. And of course, like the people were telling me, you probably fight back as well if you knew some idiot was going to throw you into a boiling tub of water. But yeah, you know, they were not cooperative. That's one thing I can say for sure. And but they were good. Yeah, I guess that's worrying in a way. But you know something? there is something when you eat and it's, put it this way, when you eat and somebody else did the slaughtering for you. I don't know how easy I'd find it if I was living on a farm, but it made me think about one thing, and I'm not going to go vegetarian for this at all, but the thing is that a lobster, what's Dag doing? Now you see something he can eat. A lobster, if you look at it, I mean, it has no human or mammal resemblance, really, does it? It's a bit like a, well, I mean, it reminds you more of a spider type thing or whatever. And, you know, there's something about touching and basically grappling with those things that's slightly different. Kind of out of the earth type of experience. But then it got me a little bit worried. I thought, exactly back to the farmer thing, like, would I find it easier to, you know, zilch a rabbit or a chicken or a cow for that matter? And you know something? At one point I thought maybe yes. Why? Is it because the other one is so different? I don't know. I haven't quite figured that one out. My little gray cells, I'm still working on that one. But anyway, having said that, I will wish you all a great Sunday, because I will want to tack one or two things maybe onto this. And yeah, we'll be back. I have to go back to my own vids, and as usual, late on answering comments because of all type of things. But that's about it. So another little quick view over there. Mr. Dag, where are you? There's a bad lighting here. There he is. Okay. So that's about it, guys. Take care, and hope you have a great Sunday and a great week. Be back at one time or another. Bye-bye. Okay, VC's here, guys, once again. You might recognize these little beasts. You know, they fight. Did you know that? I have been having problems putting them in the pot. Well, probably because I don't actually like doing it. I have not much experience actually in cooking the lobsters, but yeah, they don't go on their own. So these are the ones that are waiting to go into the pot now. Yeah, you can kind of hear the noise they make. I wonder if that's just because they're out of the water, probably, I guess. Okay, so I'll show you the other ones. So here's some of the ones that are cooked. And as you can see, I'm limited with the size of the pot. So I can't like cook 2-3 at the same time. Albeit that is a big pot. But we'll see how it goes. Yeah. This is more work than I thought. Okay. Take care.